Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Titanfall video. Today we are going to be discussing a few things Respawn recently touched on, including a single player campaign experience, eSports, and also when we can expect Map Pack DLC 2 and 3 to release sometime in the near future. So starting off with a single player for Titanfall, Dusty Welch from Respawn told Game Informer quote unquote, "Campaign mode I think was interesting but ultimately not as engaging or rewarding as we would have liked. It kind of begs the question for us, do we go further in that or do we trim that back?" He states, "The team is open for discussing a traditional single player experience for further titles in the franchise, but it's not a guarantee. Would I rule it out for the future? Certainly not. I think there is a lot of reward in continuing to push the paradigm that Titanfall introduced, which is this always connected real life visual multiplayer universe. We learned a lot and I think it's up to us to think about how we apply the learning of the first game to make the next game even more expansive and more engaging than the first title." So to me, it sounds like Respawn are ready for fan feedback on a campaign experience to be included for further titles, and we know there was a single player like experience for Titanfall that was in the works before it got scrapped, which personally I think a campaign experience is a must be included, as it is a own audience of gamers in itself. As well, it gives the people that playing the game a cinematic action playthrough to jump into for around about 8 hours minimum. But also I think the world around Titanfall and the whole storyline and just the universe created from the first game could definitely indeed create a great single player experience, which I would be interested, and probably you guys would be also, just to dive into if it's included in, say, I don't know, the next game called Titanfall 2. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. However, it sounds like Respawn are also convinced to stay away from this like single player multiplayer type of game and further dig themselves into the only multiplayer only real life universe, which I don't think personally they should and continue to pursue. But talking about esports, fans of Titanfall are looking for more features to be implemented into Titanfall, like say a spectator mode and just more customizable options for private matches, as we have very little at the moment. It's definitely in beta stage still. Respawn also started to talk about this by saying esports is something that as a developer we are really keen on tracking. We're definitely interested in it. Respawn knows there are Titanfall fans that want to see the game played competitively, but the team is taking a more methodical approach to it. I think it would be interesting to take some more steps in the esports direction. I don't know if we will though. There's obviously a lot of more work to do in the game and in the coding and in the spectator mode and some more things. I think it's certainly something that the audience is begging for, and it gives us a lot of encouragement thinking beyond this current Titanfall game and into the future. So with esports blowing up recently for Call of Duty, I think Titanfall needs to take on esports very seriously as the scene grows with Call of Duty, with events like the X Games, which is just huge, featuring COD as an event. Every other shooter needs to step up their game before it gets left in the dust. Esports is right now in 2014, and any other shooter game just like Titanfall needs to approach this ASAP, which would help out the game as it expands into this brand new field of gaming. Personally, it's a necessity to join in on the competitive hype right now to boost sales and just to boost your game overall. But finally, we also have now received some details on when to expect Map Pack DLC 2 and 3, which is a part of the whole season pass, like the drop pods as they were supposedly called when they were first announced. When asked by Game Informer how Respawn is further supporting Titanfall with new maps post-launch, Vincent Pella actually responded with, "We have 3 DLC packs coming, one which has already been released already. The next one should come in 3 months time, and then the last 3 months after that approximately should be the DLC 3 release." And so we already have the Expedition DLC, like he said, available, which introduced 3 brand new maps. I think it was War Games, Runoff, and what was I can't remember the other one, but I think with the next DLC, which will also follow DLC 2 and DLC 3, it sounds roughly like DLC 2 will release in September and DLC 3 will release at the end of this year in December, which is about a 3-month gap in between each one. Of course, this isn't confirmed and just guesses by myself, and there will be details in the future you can expect to hear from me on the channel when the details do arrive. So the map I forgot earlier was Swamplands. So the 3 maps introduced with Expedition were Swamplands, Runoff and War Games, and probably DLC 2 and DLC 3 will also follow this pursuit with 3 maps again for each map pack, which means we're going to be getting at least a minimum of 6 new maps between now and the end of this year. But that's it for today's video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new here and aren't already. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I will see you on the next one.